All right, everybody, I'm back for another impromptu live. Want to talk a little bit about evil, you know, um, and I thought I should address this because it seems like the hardest time I've had on social media has come at the hands of Black people. Nobody else has given me a harder time than my own people. Some of the most evil people I have run into here on social media have been Black, and I'm talking about insidiously evil, conniving, scheming, destructive, don't care nothing, have no regard for your life, no regard for the lives of your children, no regard for the lives of your spouse, just totally no regard. And will say anything and will pretty much do anything to make sure you never have a thing and to make sure that you end up with nothing and that you are in total and complete and utter ruins. That is pure evil. That is not a person. That's not a person of God. That's not a person with any kind of, love in their heart. That is a pure evil person. That's pure evil. Now, I'm going through some things, some growing pains. I like to call them social media growing pains, as I'm starting to find out certain things that are going on social media. A lot of two-faced evil Negroes, very very two-faced. You know, both men and women. I've had women try to size me up. I've had women try to cut me down. I had a woman tonight try to cut me down. I had a woman the other day try to cut me down. And I got dudes in the back, scheming and conniving, just straight evil people. And I mean, they want to see you with nothing. They want to make sure you have nothing at all. Again, they have no regard for life, your life, the lives of your children, nothing. Some of the most evil people I have ever ran into in my entire life are Black. Now, before you go and say, okay, Max, is this going to be the part where you turn on Black people? No, absolutely not. I'm going to use this as a learning experience to improve myself and become stronger and propel myself further in life and become even a greater success. See, because I understand why it's all coming at me. It's to make me stronger. But I am going to talk about the experience as I'm on this journey of strength and improving myself as a human being, becoming more and more powerful by going through the test of fire, which I'm going through right now. I have experienced, since I've been here on social media, some of the greatest hatred that I have ever experienced in my entire life. Seriously, I bullshit you not. From people I don't even know. That's the kicker. I don't even know these people. I don't know none of these people in real life. They don't know me. They don't know my wife. They don't know anything about me. They don't know my family. Nothing. But they have been the most evil to me that I have ever experienced. I've never, conversated with a person that was so wicked or as wicked as the person that I had the displeasure of having a disagreement with today. And then the people around her that support it. See, we support the kind of evil. This person sought to destroy my livelihood on social media. Take away the very thing that I use to earn money to feed me and my family. See what I mean by taking everything away from me? They want to take everything away from you. They want your blood. They want your family's blood. Okay? Now, what kills me is I got people coming in, tag teaming, because they hate me. They feel a hatred, right? They feel with hatred, and they come in and they say little snide remarks, to get their shots in, because they think that I'm falling. They think that I'm being surrounded by demons, right? And I can't come out. I can't be victorious, and that the demons are going to overwhelm me. So they figure like, okay, well now you're going to get it. Now you're surrounded. The big bad black knight. What you going to do now? You see what I'm saying? And so I got people coming in taking pop shots, right? But it's cool. Now, I understand that I have to work my way through this. And what I'm doing is I'm documenting my behavior through this whole ordeal. Because when I propel from this, and I will look back on this day and say, where was I? How did I handle this situation? Did I handle it right? Did I make mistakes? What did I do to get out of this situation that allowed me to be even stronger and more successful? So that's why I'm documenting everything. I don't even know if I'm handling things right. At least not now, I don't. What I'm doing is pretty much reacting right now. I'm not thinking, I'm just reacting right now. I'll probably think a little later, but right now I'm just reacting. I'm being human in my responses. Now, some people will be like, well, if these things don't bother you, then why say this and why say that? Well, I've never been a person that said things don't bother me. See, I'm not one of these um, fake supernatural beings who run around here thinking that nothing can ever affect me and nothing can ever bother me. I don't live in a world like that. Things do affect me. Now, everything don't affect me. And some things that affect me don't affect other people. And some things that affect other people don't affect me. And sometimes things don't affect me in the way you think they do. But I do get affected by things. And when I do, it's up to me to respond correctly. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's why I call this growing phase, right? Sometimes I'm going to respond inappropriately. Sometimes I'm going to respond the right way. It's a thinking process. It's a growing process, right? Especially when you're not used to being a violent person. You have to become violent in such a way in order to deal with the evil contingent that's attacking you. Now, how did all of this start? All of this started because I'm a man of substance. Now, I'm not going to talk about myself, but let's just get to the part where did all of this hatred come from? Okay, because of what I do, right? I defend black women. Okay, so why are some black women coming at me? And why I know why the black dudes are coming at me. But why are some black women coming at me? That I don't understand. I figured it out today because they think I'm fake. They think I'm a phony. See, in many of their worlds, there's no such thing as a real man. Okay, so they look at me through the eyes of their own world. And so to me, so to them, I'm fake. I'm not real. I'm a phony. I'm a blowhard. I'm not for black women. Even though everything that I do is for black women, all of my actions are for black women, but somehow I'm not for black women. Because the black women who are saying that, in their world, there was no such thing as a real man. And that's where this is coming from. Hold on one second. Let me come back real quick. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. And so, like I was saying, right? And so the situation is a situation to where I'm faced with something I've never actually been faced before. As a black man, I've never been faced with a contingent of my own people hell bent on my destruction. That's something that's new for me. And I'm not even sure I'm handling it right at the moment. But I know I am dealing with it and I know I'm handling it. Now, is it causing me to crumble? Absolutely not. I'm too strong for that. No one is strong enough to crumble me. Is this causing some confusion in me? Yeah, a little bit. Is this causing a little pain in me? Not really too much, but some. Some things do sting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of like, what? Really? But getting back to the part where I said, why are some women attacking the Black Knight? When the term, well, okay, let me tell you how I got my name. When I came on this social media, my name is Maximum Black, right? I mean, it's obvious, right? I'm pro-black. That's pretty much what my name is all about, being pro-black, Maximum Black, okay? But when my true character started coming out, I was named the Black Knight by a black woman named Christina Williams. She gave me the name. I didn't name myself the Black Knight. You see, when a woman gives you a name, it's an honor. That means that you're doing something right. So my personality and who I am earned me the name the Black Knight from a black woman. Okay? And that's why I proudly wear that name, because a black woman gave it to me. And so, why are some black women attacking the Black Knight, right? Couldn't figure it out. But today, when I became under attack again, I figured it out. Some black women are so messed up. And I hate the men because I always talk about how some men are so abusive to our sisters to the point where mentally and emotionally they screw them up. And I hate that and I can't stand that. Apparently that's what happened to this woman here who came after me. And see, and when they get like that, there's no such thing as a real man in their world. Every man is fake. There's no true man in their world that's going to love them for who they are. He always wants something for himself. He's always going to backstab her. He's always going to betray her. They're stuck in that kind of reality. Okay? And so a guy like me comes along and I ain't got nothing to do with that. I am who I am because I do not conform to what they believe a man is, right? Then I must be the same way. And so now they seek to destroy me and take me down everything with me. Everything that's associated with me, including the people that back me, the people who I back, my wife, everything. This particular woman was so filled of evil and hatred, she came for everything about me. Even my livelihood, she came for that too. She came for my wife, everything. Over a disagreement. Not disrespect, not that I called her all out of her name and disrespected her and dragged her on Louis too, over a disagreement about Africans. Brought out all of this insidious evil. And so then the black men that was over there, they had no problem with it because they don't like me either. They hate me either. They waiting for me to fall. They waiting for somebody to take me out because they can't do it themselves. They're not man enough to take me down themselves, right? So they're waiting to pile on the monkey. So while I was going through this situation, somebody snuck in a shot, came into my chat and said some offbeat shit. Attack my personal relationship. See, they try to hit you where it hurts the most. They attack people you love, like your wife, your children, and stuff like that. These are awful people, by the way. Okay. And I recognize that. I recognize what I'm up against. I'm up against the people who are absolutely not playing with me, right? Don't give a damn one way or the other who I love, who loves me, whether I have family or not, and want my total and utter annihilation. That's who I'm dealing with. Now, here's the thing. I don't mind pushing back against people like that because I'm not afraid. But here's why I have a problem. Excuse me. When you come at me like that, with all guns blazing, all this hatred, and you mean to send me to my destruction, right? When I retaliate, I don't want to hear anything about, well, why did I retaliate the way I did? Because this is what happens, and I think it's kind of funny because when these people come at me like this with all this evil, and they realize that evil can't blow me down either, and I respond, then they get all these little allies and urchins on their side. And now I'm outnumbered. But even outnumbered, they still can't take me down. You would think that they would learn from that, but no, they just keep pushing. And they start coming after my wife. And this one even went after my livelihood, said I was drinking while I was driving. With all of these companies now monitoring social media, including the company that I pull for, they keep an eye on their driver through social media. She said I was drinking. Try to get me, removed from my livelihood. And that was the first time that happened. But, that fell by the wayside too. And so the way I'm handling this, again, I don't know if I'm handling this the right way. I do know I'm responding. I do know I'm handling it, right? I'm handling some kind of way. Like I said, I'll look back on it and check to see if I handled it right. Time will tell. You see, because the way things go, if it doesn't kill you, it's supposed to make you stronger. Right? Understand this, people. The greatest evil I have ever experienced in my life had come from the evil black people I have encountered here on social media. They have come at me with the most hateful things I have ever experienced. Now, again, is this supposed to taint how I feel about my people? Absolutely not. But it does give me pause about how I go and interact with black people on social media. I'm still new to this social media game. Okay? Still new to it. So I'm still getting to know certain things and get to know how people get down. I see right now, it's pretty wild on here. And I see that the bad people hang together. And I see the mistake that I'm making. I'm hanging around bad people who all hang together, who all got each other's back. And I'm really the outcast. They just won't tell me. I'm thinking I'm cool. We friends. We hanging out, whatever. Right? But they're all bad people. They're all screwed up. And they know it. And they know that I don't know it. And I'm the outcast. And I don't know I'm the outcast. Now, I'm a nice dude, man. I'm a really, really nice dude. I don't like to fight. I can fight. I don't like to, though. I don't like hurting anybody, man. I'm a real gentle type person. Okay? But some people push you. And I've been pushed here on social media. Okay? What's funny is somebody will come and push you and tell you that you shouldn't let anybody push you after they don't push you. And then you got a lot of disingenuous and phony liars who will do things to you and they'll say stuff to you and turn around and say they didn't say and didn't do it. Try to play with your mind like that, right? Try to make you think you didn't hear what you just heard or you didn't see what you just saw. And again, they have backing. They have a contingent of people that will back them up. See, I don't roll with nobody like that. I don't have nobody backing me like that except for, but I roll with my peoples. I roll with the Dame. I roll with the Thunder Princess. I roll with my backyard. She rolls with me, you know what I'm saying? Whenever she's available. We don't have no large group of people that we come out here and go to war with other people about. But I noticed that there's a lot of people clicked up. You understand what I'm saying? And when you don't agree with their ideology, they'll come for you. Whether they be trolls, whether they be people who are broken inside and miserable and filled with evil, even the ones who are purely evil have a contingent of friends that will defend them. And you got a lot of people pretending, to be a higher state of consciousness, but they're doing evil shit too. They're partaking in evil. They're partaking in another person's destruction or attempted destruction, but yet they tell you that they're going for a higher state of consciousness. And you got all these lames who claim that they didn't hear shit, even though they were sitting there the whole time listening to the whole thing, but I didn't hear that. And I'm starting to recognize what this really is. You understand what I'm saying? And I was gonna call people out by names, but you know what? Fuck it, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna stop fucking with those people. Okay, because clearly they don't mean me any good. Okay, they clearly don't, and I don't belong in their circles. I have to accept that I'm going to be an outsider in most circles because I'm simply not like the broken, miserable Negroes, okay, that fill up a lot of these chats, any of these chat rooms. A lot of these people got problems. They project their problems on other people. They don't know how to deal with their own misery and their own evil. They'll tear a good person down. They'll take away a good person that's helping other people. They don't care. And what kills me is the people that's backing them will sit there and watch them tear down a good person and take that good person away from people that's dependent on that person and won't say a damn thing. But if you try to give that person as good as that person's giving you, oh no, that's wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that. Some fool told me to apologize to a person who just tried to take everything from me. Are you out of your freaking mind? This is what I mean. How miserable people got miserable people defending them. Are you kidding me? I don't owe anybody an apology. I never disrespected anybody. Lies were told on me. And it really woke me up tonight because now I realize, you know what, Max? Okay, you need to stay with your own thing. You don't belong with these people, man. I'm not messed up like a lot of these niggas. A lot of these niggas are really, really screwed up people. They don't care about anybody but themselves. They don't know how to deal with their pain, their hurt. They become corrupted like demons. Anytime you go after a person's kids, their spouses who did nothing to you, you are corrupted. There's some black-hearted. There are black people on this social media with hearts black as soot, completely fucked up. Some should be in a goddamn sanitarium or a nut house. Okay? I've never been a scared Negro, but I've tried to play nice. I figure if I let my temper fly, people will misunderstand my character. I don't like to be misunderstood because some people have been pushing me. You understand what I'm saying? They've been pushing me. And I've been trying my best to remain, calm, cool, and collected. But they come for everything. They draw the line nowhere. They have no respect, no integrity, no couth, no anything. And these people are truly people that don't give a damn about another person. They truly don't. They are not playing when they say they don't care nothing about you. They mean that shit. They don't care nothing about you, your mother, your father, your daughter. They don't give a fuck about nothing about you. These people's hearts are put in backwards. And they are black as a fucking black bowling ball. Some of these people's hearts are so black that they shine and you can see your reflection in them. You understand? So the evil, hold on one second, y'all. I'll be right back.
Hello. Hey everybody. Hi Mela. Alan
Okay, I'm
Carter.
back. Sorry
Okay.
about that, y'all. I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so, yeah. And you know what? And the thing about it is, I've learned a lot, man. I've seen a lot, and I'm growing on this whole social media thing because I'm seeing a contingent of black people I've never seen before. I'm interacting with a contingent of black people I never knew existed. There's some mangy ass, miserable Negroes who use social media for their own personal miserable therapy. Rather than taking your cheap ass to a real doctor and getting some real therapy, you bring your mangy, broken ass on here and project that shit on other people. It's not somebody else's fault that all of the men in your life are fake and that in your world there are no real men. That's not somebody else's fault. That's something you need to deal with and work within yourself about and go and get some help. It's not somebody else's fault that all of the women in your life are fake. And all the women in your life don't treat you with any respect. Ain't nobody else's fault. That's something you got to deal with. Don't come out here and project that nasty shit on other people. And some people really trying to push me, man. I've had some women push me to the limit. You know what I'm saying? But I maintain my cool, even with the one today. With all her disrespect and lies, I still never disrespected her. I still maintain my cool. But I see, but you know what? It opened up my eyes to something. That's why I'm talking tonight. And I wanted to, powwow with y'all. It opened up my eyes. All of the opposition that I've had on social media, right? My greatest opposition has come from my own people. Now, how am I going to deal with that? Am I going to break down and start crying? No. Am I going to learn from it? Yup. Am I going to stop messing with some people? Absolutely. Am I going to change how I do a few things? Absolutely. I'm going to look at things differently? Yup. Am I still pro-black? Absolutely. I'm never going to stop being pro-black. Can't nobody stop me from being pro-black. But there are some fake pro-blacks. Shout out to Queen Maya. Now I know what she's talking about these fake pro-blacks. I was attacked by a real, authentic, fake pro-black tonight. Someone pretended to be pro-black on her own terms. Okay? If you're not black on her terms, then you're fake. You can't see that she's the one who's fake. You can't make somebody out to be what you want them to be. And so I realized that area that's saturated with these kinds of people is an area I need to stay away from. And I got to stop going over to certain places, even though I thought I was cool with some people over there. Okay? Obviously not. I'm not a part of it. I'm not a part of their crew. I need to stop that. I'm not built like that. I'm not an evil person. I don't sit up here and attack people's kids, attack their wife. I don't talk about nobody's wife. I don't care how mad I get at you. I don't come at your wife like that. I don't come at your kids. I got integrity. I got honor. I don't do that. These people don't care. They will come after your kids, your wife, your husband. They'll cut your kid's throat as fast as they'll cut your throat. And so you say, well, if you got a mad dog like that, why would you defend a person like that? But they do. People defend them. Just like RBR. RBR is a nutcase. This person said that I'm just like RBR. Man, I ain't nothing like RBR. RBR hates black women. I don't hate black women. RBR cusses black women out on a regular and talks about their children. You'll never find a tape on my channel with me cussing out black women and talking about their kids. You'll never find it on my channel. I don't do that. Okay? I don't sit up here and make up some fanciful dream about $30 billion. That's never going to happen. I don't sit up here and pretend that everybody else is lying and I'm the only one telling the truth. I don't sit up here and call black people dumb every 2 words and call black people stupid every word after that and then mix in some more dumbs. With him, you either dumb or stupid or stupid or dumb or stupid. I don't sit up here constantly regurgitating rudimentary mathematics such as 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 = 7. Very rudimentary mathematics from someone who claims that there's some kind of borderline black genius. And uses that very rudimentary math, right? When you catch him in a lie, he springs that rudimentary crap on you. Oh, so 2 + 2 is a lie. When you catch him in a lie, you say, oh, so 2 + 2 is a lie. He knows you're not going to say that that's a lie, and so he uses that to justify the lie he told. This guy is a habitual liar. All he does is tell lies, make up stories that aren't true, but yet he seems to have a lot of respect. People like him, people respect him. They go over there with him, and they support him. But that's what we are as black people. That's where we are. We got a long way to go. We have to stop siding with our enemies. We have to be able to recognize who hate us. We have to be able to recognize these anti-black people, which is RBR. RBR is pro-white. There's nothing about RBR that's black. RBR is pro-white, and he's not the only one. There's a bunch of people over there with him that are pro-white. Okay, and so to be compared to a lunatic like that, that's insulting. I mean, but I didn't like get broke up about it. I was a little like, what? I was confused. Like, you pay me to that lunatic? You could have said somebody else. I mean, some of y'all, when y'all insult, y'all don't even have good insults. Some of the shit y'all talk about is fuck like, what? See, I'm cool with it, right? See, I can take it. If you wanna come from my head, come from my head, right? But leave my wife out of it. She ain't did nothing to none of y'all. You don't know her. Leave her out of it. Come for me. You know? And one thing I've learned and experienced in this space, right? I wouldn't say we, because I've been on the receiving end of it. But black people absolutely do the worst to each other. The absolute worst. These Negroes over here are so messed up. They'd rather you eat a bowl of fire for dinner. They don't want you to have anything. They are extremely jealous and filled of hatred. I got a fool over here telling about he don't want my channel to exist. He hate my channel, but he has copied everything about my channel over to his, including the way I do my own shows. He even tries to do character impersonations like me. Hold on one second. I'm frozen. Get right back. And shout out to G224 for the Cash App and Queen Maya. Shout out to the people with the Cash Apps. Really appreciate the support. But yeah, and so now that I've learned all of this, learning from social media and realizing that the so-called black people over here who say that my friends are definitely not my friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only real family I got here on social media is my little sister Dame and the Thunder Princess. Oh yeah, and my black yard, and the rest of and my man Hassan. The rest of these motherfuckers, I don't know what y'all call y'all. Oh yeah, my man Bro Speak. know what I'm saying? That's my dude. That's my man's right there. And one thing I like about Bro Speak, like, we don't always agree on shit. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I like about him, man, he's a man. He stands by his shit, and I like that. I respect that. That's a man. I can get along with somebody like that. What I can't get along with is you coward ass niggas who say shit and you try to throw a rock and hide your fucking hand and blame everybody else, with your cowardly shit. You type motherfuckers I despise. I can respect a man for being a fucking man, even if he has a difference of opinion. That's one thing I like about Bro Speak. Me and him can disagree. And he could be a man and stand by what he says. That's why he comes. That's why he comes to my. That's why he's welcome over here, and he has a wrench because he's a real stand-up dude. He ain't no phony, and he not fake. Okay, and that's my dude. Me and him sometimes, man, we talk, and we'll disagree on black women and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I respect that. He sees things a certain way. We respect each other on our thoughts. We don't always agree. Sometimes we agree on some things, but sometimes he'll see it another way. I'll see it another way. I can respect that. That's just the way he see it. Nothing wrong with that. I keep trying to tell y'all, just because we disagree, it's not an issue. Y'all come running over here. Well, Max, you. No, I don't have a problem with you disagreeing with me. What I got a problem with is the coward shit. That's what I got a problem with. Got no problem with you being a man and standing on your disagreement. Got no problem with that. Understand? Got no problem with that. Y'all think I'm some kind of, you can't say nothing up here. No, you can come on up here, man. You can express it. If you got a problem with black women, whatever, we can talk about it. All right, brother, how you feel about black women? Well, this is as long as you ain't like crazy with it, talking about you want to kill them and all that, we can have a discussion. Hopefully I can try to turn you around. But if I can't, it is what it is. I tried. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to try to. If you come up here feeling some way about black women, I'm going to try to turn you. Because I don't want black men hating black women. That's not what we should be doing. Even a woman that came at me today, I don't hate her, right? But I have no more respect for her. I don't respect her no more. And I won't say another word to her. You understand what I'm saying? To come at a black man like that and try to take everything away from him, okay? That's not somebody that's for black. That's not somebody that's for black people. A black woman would never do something like that to me. So I don't recognize that as a black woman. Okay? No, I don't hate, but I ain't got no more respect, and I no longer recognize her as one of the black women that I have mad love for. Okay? She done lost that with me. She came from my wife. She came from my livelihood. She came for everything about me that makes me me. Okay? Ain't no coming back from that. That's why we say in life, there's lines you don't cross. I don't hate her, but I no longer recognize and respect her as a black woman. Okay? I would never do that to any of you. I would never come for your family. I would never come for your livelihood. And all over a corny ass disagreement. Are you kidding me? It's social media. We bump and fight about bullshit all the time. You gonna get real on somebody like that over some bullshit on social media? I would never come for none of y'all. I would never say, I would never. The things I've experienced with some of the most evil, rogue ass niggas on here, I would never do to none of y'all. Especially over some bullshit we were arguing about on social media. The fuck I care about what we was arguing about on social media? Why am I gonna come for your wife because we had a disagreement about bubblegum on social media? We used to be talking about bubblegum. Yo, I like bubble yum. Well, I like bubble gum. Well, I like bubble yum. No, man, bubble gum is better than bubble yum. I don't know about that. Bubble yum got more flavor. Man, fuck you. Bubble gum got flavor. Hey, man, what you talking about? I like bubble yum. Fuck bubble yum. And fuck your family. What? That literally how it gets going, bro. We was having a disagreement about Nigerians, and all of a sudden I was all kinds of motherfuckers, fake ass niggas. I ain't for black women. I drink while I'm driving a commercial vehicle. I'm not happy at home. And all kinds of shit. I'm manosphere. I'm just like RBR over a disagreement about Africans. Not some shit like I'm cussing her around, calling her all kinds of names. I'm threatening her family. None of that shit. A disagreement about Africans. And all of a sudden, I was all kinds of motherfuckers, manosphere, spineless nigga. I ain't shit. I'm disrespecting women. I don't love black women. I'm using black women. I'm like RBR. I drink while I'm driving a truck and I'm having problems at home. All that over a disagreement about fucking Africans. You kidding me? Seriously? I'll be right back. Let me tell you. Oh, I'm back, y'all. Let me tell you about another disagreement I had, right? One time I was on an RBR show, I was talking to Arthur. We got into an argument over, we was having a disagreement. And the motherfucker told me that he hoped I die in a fiery crash, burning alive, fucking screaming, and said that my life means nothing. It was insignificant. All over a disagreement on social media. Damn, is it that serious? What the fuck wrong with y'all? Ain't nobody ever wished death on me in my whole life until I came on social media. Motherfucker told me he hope I die in a fiery fucking crash in my truck, burning alive, screaming my motherfucking lungs out, and that my life meant nothing. A black man told me this over a disagreement. We got some fucked up shit going on over here, y'all. And then one time, same thing with woke progressive, right? You're a piece of shit too. Evil ass punk motherfucker, another piece of shit. You evil ass niggas wishing death on people, coming for people's wives and their children. You evil, corrupted niggas. You have used social media to dump the contents out that resides in your ugly ass heart. Keep that shit in. I don't want to see that shit. It's a lot of you, y'all, a lot of y'all got some fucking ugliness inside of you, man. I'm talking about some real fucked up shit. Nah, Kim, this is something different, bro. Being out of pocket and evil are two different things. The person that came for me today is evil and corrupted. This just wasn't no out of pocket shit. You understand what I'm saying? And the girl that was out of pocket, right? She was just being she was just being mouthy. She wasn't coming at me on some shit like coming for my wife, coming for my livelihood, trying to fucking annihilate my whole fucking existence. She wasn't coming on me on no shit like that. She was just mouthy. Okay. Okay. She was coming at me on some mouthy shit. It was nothing like what I experienced tonight. Okay. And besides, there's lines you don't cross. Even the Black Knight, right, has a cable toe. What I'm exaggerating about? What am I exaggerating about? I want to hear what I'm exaggerating about. Now, while he's telling me what I'm exaggerating about, let me get back to what I was saying. It's one thing to be mouthy, right? But it's another when you come from somebody's wife, their livelihood, and everything else about them. When you basically trying to wipe out their whole entire existence, that's evil. That's not mouthy. That's evil. Okay, okay. Nah, it can't be fixed, bro. It's a line that you heard what I said, right? I don't hate her as a person because it's not in me to hate people, but I have no more respect for her. I have lost. I don't see her as a black woman anymore. I don't respect her. A black woman would never come at me like that. Okay, I don't respect her no more like that. I ain't got nothing to say to her no more. Okay, I don't respect her like that. Okay, I don't entertain demons. All right. And so, yeah. And so, like I said, I would never come at any of y'all like that. I know there was some bullshit on so what the fuck. Gives a fuck about what we disagree with on social media. Who takes it that far? What kind of person are you? You having a goddamn disagreement over some fucking Skittles, right? Or some damn jelly beans. Hey, I like the black jelly beans. No, I don't like the black jelly beans because the black jelly beans bother the other jelly beans. Well, wait a minute. As far as I'm concerned, I've never seen the black jelly bean bother other jelly beans. You understand what I'm saying? Well, the black jelly bean is a racist. Well, no, I mean, I don't think the black jelly bean is. If anything, the other um, light skin or brighter colored jelly beans might be racist towards the black jelly because you notice, right? There's many of the light colored jelly beans, but there's only a few black jelly beans. Fuck that! You being a racist. Fuck you and your family. What? But this is, you know what? At first, right now, this happened to me a couple of times before, but it didn't like. I was still kind of new, so it went by me so fast, right? I never really had a chance to dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? So it went by me quick and fast in a hurry and shit. You know, and so just recently it started slowing down for me. It's kind of like being a rookie quarterback, you know, playing your first NFL season, and the game is real fast and you can't see everything right away. You make nothing but mistakes. But the second year, the game slows down for you. It's kind of like what it was to me when I was still new on this sector. Shit came at me like that, right? But it came by me so fast, I didn't have time to dwell on it. But since I've been here now and I've gotten more experience about this sector of YouTube, the game has slowed down for me. Now I'm seeing what's really going on. Uh, what are you talking about, Kendall? Tell me what you're talking about. Are you trying to disrupt what I'm talking about? You trying to start some shit with me? What you doing, man? Because I'm sitting up here having a live talking about what I feel like talking about. If you got a problem with it, you don't have to be here listening. So what is your issue? I can't really take you seriously because you too cowardly to come on the panel. That'd be one thing if you was man enough to bring your punk ass on the panel. Oh, I sound familiar? Well, I've been around for a little bit. I used to be, like I said, I used to be in the manosphere. You know, until I got kicked out. You know, and so yeah, so and you know what, and I say that proudly. I got kicked out, but yeah, so yeah, man. Don't start no shit with me, okay? I'm just sitting up here talking. Um, and I'm just talking, and you know, telling people my experience and stuff like that. Having a little bit of organic green tea. Shout out to Mela. I stopped with the kombucha and went over to the organic green tea, which is working out very well. No high fructose corn syrup. It's an antioxidant brew. You know, it don't taste like I got any sugar in it at all. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mello for getting me on the green tea, the organic green tea, the good stuff. Thank you very much, Mel. I appreciate that. Okay. Well, nah, man. I just say that a little bit. Man. I'm not being no damn RBR. But anyway, but like I was saying, and so you know, it's crazy because you know, at first it flew right by me, but now that I've been, you know, here for a while, you know, the game has slowed down for me. Okay, and so now I see what's going on. It's some rotten to the core, absolutely, completely corrupted, unfixable, permanently broken, permanently miserable Negroes, and they are comprised of both men and women. Just totally fucked up, ain't trying to do nothing about it, don't have no plans on doing nothing about it, and they want to project that misery on other people. They're living in hell, and they want you in hell along with them. Okay? And so I realized that. Okay? And, you know, I watched certain people move a certain way. I don't say anything. You know, I've seen people do some shady shit and then turn around and come back and try to talk about they pro black. I watch hypocrites with their forked tongues. You know. Now let me tell you about Dame, right? Let me tell y'all why I love Dame so much. When Dame first came to the Ebony Star Network, this was a long time ago, all right? When we first started, when we was rocking over here, right before I got shadow banned, right? We was rocking over here. You know, my chat was filled up. It was everybody was everywhere. We were fighting every night on every show. There was so much drama over here, it was insane. There wasn't a show that we can get through without a throwdown. And that's when Trinity was rolling with me because she helped me start my channel. That's the other channel. This channel is actually a secondary channel, y'all. My real channel, the Maximum Overdrive channel, is you know, it's still over there with 600 followers on it. I was thinking about firing it up one day. You know what I'm saying? But when it got taken down because of that video about the girl with the 32 babies, you know, I fired up this channel, my backup channel. And I've been with this channel ever since. I never went back to the Maximum Overdrive channel. But on that channel, it's a hellacious group of videos over there that we did when we was on Hangouts. Okay? One day what I'll do is I'll drop the link, okay, to it probably tomorrow or the next time I do a live stream. And y'all can go over there and subscribe and y'all can check them videos out, okay? Let me tell you something. Those streams were like 10 hours, but it wasn't one dull moment in all 10 hours. I'm talking about straight fire from the beginning to the end. Now, back then, you know, you got to forgive the intro because we were fucked up. We didn't know what the hell we was doing. We had just started the channel. I mean, the intros were fucked up. One time, I didn't know what the hell. I didn't even know the sound was on, or I was fucking muted, and I was talking for like 20 minutes and shit. I mean, we didn't know what the fuck we was doing, and so just get past the intro because the intros are fucked up. Okay, but trust me, you will not. If you want drama, you will not be disappointed. Them shows were absolutely on fire all the way through. There wasn't a doubt. When one fight stopped, another one would start up. I mean, it was just endless fights. It was almost like we really didn't like each other. That we didn't like each other. And you know, for some reason, my channel turned into a boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, everybody was getting it. Remember, RBR got his ass lit up by Cluster B over there. I mean, absolutely tore out the frame. I mean, it was so bad, we had to come over there and rescue him. It was so bad. She had RBR sounding like this. Yeah, yeah, couldn't even say nothing, man. It was so bad. He tore his ass out the frame. And so Asada Muhammad was over there. It was some shit going down. My main girl, Trinity, that was my general over there, Truth. You know, she was with it, man. She was rolling with me, man. We were a team. You know what I mean? You know, every time I fired up, Trinity was right there with me. We was rolling. You know, she was taking on the girl. I was taking on the dudes. We was scrapping over there, yo. As I'm telling you, man, Trinity is my peoples, man. Don't get it fucked up. I love that girl, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when she come over here, I don't say nothing. You know, sometimes she try to take control of me and whatnot, whatever, but I don't. But that's my peoples. You know what I mean? And I respect what she did for me. And I ain't gonna never forget that. You know what I mean? So, you know, but man, it was some wild shit going on there, y'all. Like I said, the next time what I'll do is I'll drop the link to that channel. You know, that channel is still active. Y'all go over there and subscribe to it and check out the archives. And I don't care which one you pick. All of them are fire. There's fight after fight. And a lot of the fights are names that come from back in the day. I mean, names you don't hardly see anymore. You know what I mean? Um, and so let me get back to Dame. And then the big blow up happened when we went on toe to toe with the Manosphere. The Manosphere collapsed the channel because I was still in the Manosphere at the time, right? And this is what really got me ousted because they tried to collapse the channel. With and y'all heard me say this before, right? Because when okay, because Verbal came from out of there too, right? Verbal came from back then too. Verbal was the one that gave me the idea for Ladies Night. So to give y'all an understanding, Verbal created Ladies Night, okay? And so she was the original host of Ladies Night. And back then, Ladies Night was popping. Y'all, Verbal used to have panels, 6, 7 women, 8, 9 women on the panel, and rocking up that mug, right? And so, I remember she had this sister named something Blue Blazer. All hell was breaking loose. You know, yo, and then Obsidian came up there, and all hell broke loose, and I was mad as fuck, and I mean, and that's what led to the falling out between me and Verbal. And that shit hurt too, man. But Verbal was the real deal, y'all. She still is. You know what I'm saying? And so, losing her really, really hurt. It hurts to this day. You know what I'm saying? But she had Ladies Night straight fire. Okay? And so, and after her, Vonda came. And so Dame was with, right? Dame showed up. So when the whole Manosphere collapse came, when I told everybody one day in the channel, you see, my true colors finally came out. They were already coming out in the Manosphere, and I was always fighting in the Manosphere, whatever. But my true identity finally shined through. I don't hate black women, right? And they kept trying to suppress it in the Manosphere, and it kept coming out, kept getting in the fights, this, and that, right? And so when it finally came out, and I said to them, look, man, y'all can't call black women bees over here. I'm not going to stand for that. Okay, if y'all going to do that, go over to the Coliseum, the BGS channel. Don't come over here with that. And all hell broke loose. The whole channel blew. As a matter of fact, we got that show where that happened at. That's over there too. Okay? And so the whole chat blew up. I mean, they just absolutely blew up. Cats on, what do you mean y'all can't call black women bees and all that, this and that? And then it was an overflow on the panel. We was fighting left and right, trying to get dudes. We was blocking people. All hell absolutely broke loose that night. And then after that, we got sabotage from within. When I built the Discord server, we got infiltrated and sabotaged. They tried to blow up the channel from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? They tried to blow down my own, my Discord. It was wild, y'all. And Dane stuck with me through all of that. He was when it was all said and done, the only two people that was left standing was me and the Dane. She stuck by my side through all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We was getting rocked left and right. Manosphere came at us hard than a motherfucker. We was getting rocked. And they had women with them, yo. They had women with them too. So we was getting rocked from both sides. You know what I'm saying? And so she stuck by my side through all of that. You know what I mean? And when the shit was done, they pretty much blew the channel down. We had to start all over again. And then I ended up getting shadow banned from all of the controversial content. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got shadow banned on this channel. I'm sorry. Because when we got knocked down over there, we built this channel up. They came running over here trying to tear it down. Okay? They came running over here. Shit was going down. We was having fights over here. They ended up getting shadow banned over here because of the content. And Dane was with me the whole time. Never once turned her back on me, bro. That's why she roll with me right now. That's my most trusted people's on here. I don't trust nobody on here more than I trust her. You know what I'm saying? And so I got her back. She got mine. because we all and when it was said standing, when it was left standing, it was just me and her. Trinity was still rolling too, but Trinity had her own issues dealing with something else, so she was gone for a minute. Okay, so it wasn't like Trinity ran away. She had some issues that she had to deal with beforehand. Okay, so when it was all said and done, it was just me and the Lady Dame, man, the Lady Knight. We was the only two left standing, and then we started building the channel back up brick by brick. And while we was building it back up, they came at us again, trying to knock the bricks out of our hand, all kinds of shit. So me and Dane done went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? We done went through a lot. If somebody just sit up here and try to tell me I'm disrespecting, I know I love this woman to death, man. You know what I'm saying? But someone sit up here talking about, well, I'm disrespecting her, and then turn around and disrespect her. The same woman that said I disrespect her turned around and disrespected her herself. How's that for hypocrisy? You know what I mean? And so it was pretty wild. And so that's why the Lady Knight rose with me and I rose with her. And we got stable, we got back on our feet. We slowly still building our audience and whatnot. You know what I mean? So, and we still got cats who hating, want to see me going, don't want this space because they don't want a space where Black women can be comfortable and be protected and be themselves. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, believe it or not, a lot of you cats who are new, when I came in, there wasn't a space on social media where Black women could go, at least not in this sector, to where they was free from attack. They was getting attacked. Let me tell you something. It was so bad. They was getting set up on channels. Black women were being lured into channels just to get ambushed. They was being ambushed by dudes. The manosphere was off the hook back in the day, yo. I'm gonna call it back in the day on YouTube. A couple years ago, they were straight. They would they soft now. Okay, the shit that's over there now ain't nothing but just soft ass, shitty ass, girly Negroes. But when I was over there, they had some vicious niggas over there. Okay, they had a bunch of vicious motherfuckers over there that would just outright, attack women, ambush women. They had panels, ambush panels, disguised as women channels to lure the women up on the panel so they can get jumped by men who were waiting. Okay? They get a woman on the panel, get into a conversation, next thing you know, here come Angry Man or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit going on, man. There's a lot of real, backhanded, conniving, real evil shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And so when I built this space and told them niggas, you're not coming over here with that shit, they've been trying to take the spot down ever since. They done sent women over here. They done sent a whole bunch of people over here to try to wipe this channel out. Because they don't want women to have a space to where they can be protected and be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And so this spot is still standing. And I lost a lot of support. Before I did that, I had like mad crazy support. I was getting cash out. It was raining in this motherfucker. And I had like 80, 90, 100 people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think the most I had in the chat at one time was 150. I mean, and I didn't have many subscribers at the time. My subscribers were still growing. I had got like 600 people in like almost a month. Or, like I said, like less than a month. I had like 600 subscribers, man. I was like, oh shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We was growing fast, man. Because we had that support from the manosphere And the rest of the motherfuckers that was down with the manosphere, they was jamming over here, man. And then we had the women over here who wanted to fight with the men and all that. We had that whole gambit. What y'all see going on now, we done been there and done that. We had the whole kit and caboodle over here. You understand what I'm saying? It was a gender war over this motherfucker. The women over here at Debbie Stone, they wouldn't get it. They wasn't afraid. They wanted to go at it with the men. I'm telling you, we was fighting every night. It was bad. Like I said, I'll drop that link. I'll probably do it on Ladies Night, or something. So y'all can go and subscribe to that and go over there when y'all get a chance to check out those lives. Those hangout lives. So be patient. Okay, they're not stream yards. There are some Zooms over there though. Okay. Well, no. Ain't no Zooms over there. Those are all hangouts over there. The Zooms didn't start until we came to this channel. Okay. When I was rolling with Zoom. All right. So those are all hangouts. Like I said, you got to get past the intro because the intros are fucked up. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. One time I went live, didn't even know I was live. I was sitting there for like 5 minutes. Like, what the hell's going on? And then when you listen to the playback, you hear me sitting there for 5 minutes talking about what the hell is going on. So we didn't know what we were doing, man. We was just going live and shit. And we was on some marathon shit. And back then it was easy to do 8 and 9 hour streams because it was nothing but fights. It was nothing but fights. So by the time all of the fights get, once we get well into all of the fisticuffs, right? 5 hours don't went by. I'm like, damn, it's 5 hours already? And Cass is still knuckling up on the panel. It was so many damn fights. I'm telling you, you didn't feel that 9 hours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mella, it was. It was bad. And Mella got caught in that whole Suge thing that was going on with Taz. I mean, it was some rumbling. Yo, we were straight rumbling back then, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What y'all see now really ain't nothing to what it used to be. We were straight rumbling back then. The women wouldn't try to hear shit, especially the women that was over here with it. Verbal them wasn't playing. Okay? Verbal wasn't backing down from nobody, y'all. He wasn't trying to hear none of that. Okay, the ladies of ladies' night when Verbal was one, they was fearless. They wasn't trying to hear shit. Okay? I got thrown off the panel when the Verbal told me get the hell out. That's why. Hey man, bro. Hey, shout out to the Verbal. That's why. He told me to carry my ass off the street. Oh man, Verbal, I love her to death, man. Y'all have no idea. That's an amazing woman, y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all don't know her. You don't trust me. Yeah, we carry my ass off. Look at your man, get your tired ass out. Let me handle this. He's like, oh man, I used to love what you do. Like, you'd be like, somebody would say, "Well, I came up here to talk, to say this and say that." And to the host, man. He said, "No, I'm the host. Talk to me." Rebel, Rebel get that shit straightened out real quick, yo. Oh man, it was a joy watching her work, man. I'm telling you, it was. She was awesome, man. You're absolutely awesome, you know. And hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, that's a
Yeah, I
good
really thought
question.
about it. Mm.
Dang, what you still doing? Not being nosy.
Got quiet for a minute.
Oh no,
Mhm.
truth. I don't know when Taz got here. I remember he just showed up one day. I can't exactly remember when, but he just showed up one day and just started getting after niggas, man. I remember that whole throwdown he had with the Manosphere. You know what I mean? Because the Manosphere tried to recruit everybody. Every new dude that showed up, they tried to recruit. Like I said, they were different back then. There were some vicious dudes in there, man. Um, and so yeah, they had like a lot of cats who would go out and actively try to recruit dudes. They don't do that no more. The Manosphere is fucked up now. They got like sorry ass leadership. They got a bunch of gay dudes in there now. Obsidian, some old weak ass dude. Um, you know, I don't blame Angry Man for leaving. Because it ain't nothing like what it used to be. They actually had some dudes with some backbone in there at one point. They all weak now. So I don't blame Angry Man for leaving if he left. Uh, but yeah, so it was a lot of fun back then, man. But like I said, them lives. The thing about it is, when I drop y'all the link, probably sometime we'll be doing another stream, and some of y'all go over there and investigate those lives. Do not be caught up with the fact that they're 10 hours, 9 hours. Trust me. Don't pay attention to none of that. Just pick one and just start playing it. I guarantee you, you ain't going to be disappointed. Those streams are absolutely lit with nothing but fire from beginning to the end. And even at the end, when we had discussions, right? Even the goddamn discussions were filled with fire. I mean, it was just wild, man. And back then, like black women and black men were beefing hard back then. It was a lot. It was one fight after another. It was beefing hard back then, man. So they're not beefing as bad as they, were. Both sides are kind of let up because they got different avenues that they're going down now. You got the divestors, you know, you got SYSBMs and all of that. So they're, they're on different paths now. But back then they were beefing real hard, man. And all them ambushes, catches ambush women and whatnot. That's another thing, man. I didn't like. I'm like, man, y'all over here ambushing women. Man, I'm not getting down with that. You know, that's one of the reasons what started a whole. Well, I wouldn't say it started a whole thing. What really started my oust in the manosphere was I got into it with a guy named Alan there who hated his mother and was calling his mother all kinds of bees and whatnot. And we got into a big old fight in there. And that pretty much was the beginning of the end for me because the way they started talking to me afterwards, they started talking to me like I was an outsider, you know. And so that pretty much was the beginning of my demise. And then after that, I got into one fight after another because I started realizing how these dudes hate women. They really hate women, and they're not what they say they were. They're not really here to help young black boys be better. They just hate women. I mean, it just kept coming out more and more and more and more. I kept questioning and getting into fights with people more and more and more and more. And then ultimately kicking me out. And I wear that proudly as a badge of honor. You know, that I got kicked out. I was going to leave anyway, so so they could kick me out. Then I went to Ceruleans with the Great Regime for a while. That fell through, and then the Ebony Star Network was born. You know, well, the Ebony Star Network was born while I was still in the in a Great Regime. And shout out to Cerulean Gray You see all of the graphics I got, like Gangster Talk. He did all that. He designed Gangster Talk. I'm gonna always give him props for that. He designed also ladies. He did Ladies Night too, and he did all my old Maximum Overdrive. Like we don't do the Maximum Overdrive anymore, but when we did, you notice they had the lighting in the background with the the disappearing name and all that. He did all that. Uh, but we got some new graphics coming. We working on it with a graphic designer. We're gonna have some new graphics soon, especially for Ladies Night. Man. So at some point, we're gonna drop that link to the original channel. It's still sitting up there. You know what I'm saying? It's still sitting up there, and we still got them videos there. They just sit in their archive. You know, we thought about premiering some of them, but they just too rough to premiere. I don't know, man. I haven't talked to them. They don't talk to me no more, man. After we had that falling out, I haven't had any contact with them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how. I hope brother doing okay. You know what I mean? Like I said, I ain't got no animosity towards him. That brother was always good with me. He was always cool with me, man. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Man, you know what? Believe it or not, the first time I met Psycho, I ran into Psycho on RBR's panel. And I remember seeing Psycho over there on Nyla's page, and they was arguing about something. I don't know if he got into an argument about Cynthia G or whatever, but he said something I didn't agree with. And so when he came over to RBR's that day, I came at him, and he shut that shit down, man. He didn't trip or nothing, man. He heard what I had to say. He turned around and hit me with some facts and knocked me over the head, bro. I couldn't do nothing but concede. I said, okay, all right, you know, you know what I'm saying? So, he wouldn't play it. So that's the first time I met Psycho. I didn't really know him back then, but that's the first time I actually met him. I actually came at him, you know. He was more than prepared, you know. And then, but there's a lot of names on those tapes, man, that y'all either forgotten about or they're not around anymore. I guarantee you, I hear someone, oh, that's where old boy at. Yeah, man, where old girl at? You know? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mela, she definitely crossed the line. And I don't see her, I don't respect her as a black woman anymore. You come from my wife, you come from my livelihood and all that. Ain't no black woman to do that to me, man. So I don't recognize her as no black woman no more. And I ain't got nothing to say to her. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate her, but I ain't got no more interaction with her. I ain't gonna utter another word to her. As far as I'm concerned, she don't exist anymore. But anyway, yeah, Iron Fist, yeah. Yeah, Fist, you was back there too. Yeah, y'all, Fist was back there with us. Fist, remember them rumbles we had? Yeah, Fist, tell her about this shit, man. Fist was down with Fist was there. Yeah, man, Fist, man. Fist can tell y'all how we used to get down. Mella too. Mella got caught up, and Mella was over there with Suge at the time, and there was some shit going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Rick Dub. Yeah, of course I remember Rick Dub. What happened to him, man? Yeah, Rick Dub. You know what Rick Dub remind me of? Rick Dub remind me of Conscious. Rick Dub was Conscious before Conscious came. You know what I'm saying? Rick Dub and Conscious can be almost the same people, bro. Almost the same person. Rick W used to drive RBR crazy to the motherfucker, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He hated that one. Man, he hated me. He started. Rick Dunn was the first one that got kicked off the panel, right? When he started kicking motherfuckers off, yo, Rick Dunn was the first one that started getting kicked off the panel. Yo, he hated Rick Dub, y'all. Uh, uh, just before conscious. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Rick used to try. Y'all, y'all think conscious is bad? Man, Rick used to drive RBR up a fucking wall at breakneck speed, yo. I mean, they were burning rubber on the walls and shit, man. There's tire marks on the fucking wall. He used to drive RBR up a fucking wall at 150 miles an hour. RBR hated that dude, man. You know, that was conscious before conscious, yo. Man, I hope Rick is still around, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that shit used to be so funny. We used to be cracking up. He the first one that got kicked off the panel. That's the first guy RBR started kicking off the panel. Oh my god! And then nah, man, he ain't nothing, yo. Rick had that dude wide open. Yo, he had RBR wide open, y'all. RBR wanted to kill that nigga, man. Yeah, RBR wide the fuck open, man. I'm telling you, man. He hated that nigga. And like I said, you know, Mello was over there with Suge. You know, Suge, you know, even though we were beefing, you know, KR used to tell me about Suge, right? You tell me, Max, trust me, it ain't what you think it is. They lying on him. And I never, you know, met Suge, but you know, I was bugging back then. I was with people I thought had my best interest at heart. I'm listening to them find out they ain't nothing but backstabbers and shit, right? So, you know, I went through that whole situation. And so I'm listening to them about Suge and all that, right? And then Suge turned around shit on all of them. Shit on all of them. You know, but then I met Suge. I met Suge. Okay, I was talking to Archie, and you know, she set it up to where me and him could talk. And I talked to the brother, man. The brother was cool, man. You know, he showed me pictures of his family, man, and stuff. He's a cool brother, man. I mean, I didn't know what was really going on. You know, after meeting him and talking to him, shit didn't add up no more. You know, all the shit that I heard about him and all that, it just didn't add up anymore. It's kind of like, you ever see the Green Mile, right? And John Coffey. Remember, Tom Hanks went to somebody. I think he went to one of the lawyers, and he said, you know, he was wondering if John Henry ever did anything violent, because he said that he's been around violent men, and this dude don't seem to have any real violence in him, right? It's kind of like what it was with Suge. Like, they were telling me all this shit that he was doing or whatever, but when I talked to him, man, he didn't seem to have none of that in him. You know, he's a cool brother, man. We kicked it for a minute. Like I say, he showed me pictures of his family and his grandmama, I think, whatever, man. He's a pretty cool dude, man. So I came out of that discussion, with shit not adding up anymore. You know, I'm like, nah, this shit don't add up. And back then, being in the with them, with the management and all that, you couldn't just go anywhere and talk to anybody. You see, they put like a gag on you, so you couldn't show up in certain chats. You couldn't say certain things to people, or you start some shit. You know, it was it was pretty wild, man. You know, so I couldn't be seen over in Suge's, kicking it with him because he was the enemy. Even though I probably felt some kind of way that he wasn't an enemy, I couldn't go over there and rock with him like that because, he was an enemy to the manosphere at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the way it was. If you was in somebody's chat that they was beefing with, you know, it was going to be a problem. And so, we can go there. But like I said, I talked to the man, and he seemed okay, man. He didn't seem like nothing that they said he was, you know, and and I got respect for him to the day. I'm cool, you know. If he showed up on my panel, man, I welcome him over here. Shout out to Suge if you're listening. You're welcome to come over here. Me and him ain't never really had no beef with each other. I ain't never disrespected him. He ain't never disrespected me. You know. But I'll tell you what he was like. He was like what K. Archie said. You see, they told a side of him, right? But K. Archie also told a side of him, right? And the side that K. Archie told, that's what showed up. That other shit didn't show up. But what K. Archie told me about him, that actually showed up. Okay, so that was more like realistic. I felt, okay, well, this is more of who he said because K. Archie said he was this kind of dude. And that's what he was. He was that kind of dude that K. Archie said he was. You know? So, hey, I don't know about all of the other shit, the doxing shit. People would dox each other's families back then, dox each other's kids and shit. Some old wild shit going on back then. So, but yeah, Suge was pretty cool, man. Like I said, me and him never really had no serious beef. And I used to have Mello over there. He had his other sister. He had real life in cyberspace over there. KR used to be over there a lot. You know, and so, uh, yeah, Rick Dub was, yeah, Fitz, that, yo, man, y'all think Conscious is bad, that Conscious ain't got nothing. Big Dub, oh man, he drove RBR to the brink of insanity. You know, RBR hated that dude. You know, but he was the first one to start calling RBR out on this shit, started challenging him. And RBR was mad because Rick was smart, man. Rick would catch him in a lot of shit. He'd catch him in a lot of shit. He'd cross him up. He'd make RBR study and say, it was some wild shit. This shit was funny as hell. Yeah, real life. And there's some old whack ass nigga over there talking about, yo, man, I be going to gay clubs and they tell me that people say shit about them, but that's why they're my friends. Like, nigga, and you gay taking your ass to a gay club. Shut up. No, I'm not gay. Yes, you are. What you going over there for? I'm not the one. Don't come at me telling me that you're going to a gay club and then try to turn around talking about you ain't gay. I'm not buying none of that. I ain't buying none of that. Okay? That's another reason why niggas don't like you. Don't like me. Don't come over here telling me no shit like that. You really ain't gonna like me after I respond to your ass. You ain't gonna come over here talking about, well, I go to gay clubs, but I ain't gay. Nah, nigga, I'm not letting you get away with that. It's gonna be hell to pay. Don't come over here talking crazy like that to me. Okay? So, Shatira. Yeah, man, he was gone by the time you came around, Shatira. He was gone. Uh, he was long gone by the time you came around. You know. Matter of fact, he was over there before I got over there. Man, I think he was the first one over there with RBR. He was before me and Arthur. I mean, he was the only one over there at one point. It was Rick Dub and it was Joe Hillinger. Before I showed up. Yeah, so Rick was over there first. You know, but RBR couldn't deal with him, man. Rick would cross him up, point out his lies, and RBR used to just freak out. Oh yeah, man. RBR always lying on trail. Always lying on Fist. He tried to blame JB Gunner porn bombing him on Fist, talking about his fit. Nah, man. He thinks that Fist attacked him along with Wolf Monday and all them niggas. But there was this cat named Wolf Monday on RBR's ass when we had hangouts. Oh my God, he was on RBR. And there was this one white boy, right, that knew how to mess with hangouts. He would come and he would get a hold of RBR's hangout, kick RBR off his own panel. He'd leave everybody else up there. And RBR would get back on and kick him off again. That was some funny shit. It was some crazy shit going on back then, y'all. It was some real funny shit going on back then, man. It was real because Cass was hot, but it was funny as hell, man, when you look at it. RBR kept getting kicked off his own hangout. The white boy come up there and kick his ass off. Oh, man, that shit was funny, man. And it wouldn't shit RBR because he couldn't get him off. Every time he come back, white boy kick him off again. That shit was hella fire, y'all. I'm telling you, there was some funny shit going on back then. Yo, a lot of oh man. Yeah, yeah, I remember when they came over there with the voice box and shit. That's when Obsidian had that voice box. You know. Yeah, it was some. Yeah, it was some nasty shit going on back then, y'all. There was a lot of cutthroat shit going on. It was some rough shit going on back then. You know, it's been rough, man. That part of YouTube is still. Um, a lot of the people are still here, uh, but it's not like it was back then. But people would just straight up come at you, you know, and they would rush you on your hangouts and shit. You know, cats would run up on you 5, 10 deep. They just run down on you. See, back then you can get clicked up, and it'd be like 5 to 10 people. They'll just run down on your whole stream, man. You know what I mean? I mean, you had crews running down on people back then. All right, let me interact with the chat for a little bit before I get on out of here. Let me see what y'all talking about, because I'm getting sleepy. Okay, let me see. Yeah, brother fly. Yeah, brother fly. Man, brother fly had RBR absolutely done. He had him done, y'all. Man, what happened to my hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see what happened to my. Yeah, that was Brundlefly, y'all. He come up there, and the thing about it was he would start some shit with RBR, and then he would kick him off the panel. That shit was funny as hell. And the thing about it was RBR never saw it coming. He would fall for it every time. And so he spent like a better half an hour trying to get back on his home battle to get kicked off again. It was pretty bad, man. He went through a lot of shit. Um, yeah, it was. Back then, see, they done got a little more lax now because back then you get palm bomb, it was over. Hmm. Somebody palm bomb you back then, it was over for you. Your channel was gone. And they palm bomb you back then, it was over, man. Okay, let me gauge the chat. Yup, guns. Yeah, it was pretty wild back there. Yeah, hangouts was no joke, y'all. People was up there doing wild shit. People was coming to take over your stream, lock you out of your own stream and shit, kick you off the panel. People who knew how to do it, they come up, man, and just snatch your whole stream from you. Um, and then hangouts, the back chat was different. You know, it was kind of like Discord. Like you can go into the back chat and call people. The back chat was pretty much a phone chat, bro. You can, you can start a phone call in the back chat, and people would just come in and just add themselves to the phone call. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like having a chat room on a phone. You got 10, 20 people on that one phone call, you know, everybody live. It was like having a chat room on the phone, you know. That was one of the features that people really missed. Okay. I haven't seen that duplicated nowhere. Exactly, man. The hangout back chats was live as hell, man. Like I said, it was like having a chat room on the phone. There was a lot of shit going on in back chats. A lot of name calling, fights, arguments. There was always fights. We couldn't go nowhere without fighting. I mean, firing up, it was guaranteed it was going to be a fight. I mean, if you just went live, it was going to be a fight. It didn't matter who it was with, or you knew that it was going to go down. Even on the back chat, it was a bunch of fights on the phone. I mean, it was pretty wild. It was live as shit, but it was pretty wild. You know, you could have like personal calls. You can lock people out of your phone call. You can just be you and somebody else, and you and two other people. Or y'all can just have a private conversation. It was pretty wild, man. You know, your Hangouts was cool like that. And then when they discontinued it, when people was like, "What am I gonna do?" That's when they came in with Zoom, StreamYards, and now that's what everybody uses: StreamYards and Zoom. So Google Hangouts is done. Somebody told me that they was bringing it back. I don't know how true that is. I ain't seen nothing about it, you know. But if it did make a comeback, obviously it's going to be better than what it was before. If Google Hangouts come back later for these programs, dude, I'm telling you that right now. If Google Hangouts come back and it's a better version than what it was, okay, ain't nobody gonna be streaming on StreamYards or Zoom no more. We're gonna go right back to Google Hangouts. Because the Hangouts was the shit. I mean, it was the coolest like program ever, man. Like the back chat was nothing like it is now. It was the back chat was really cool. I mean, you could talk to everybody, man. Like people would get on your back chat streams, you know. People with big names would come in, chime in, because it was like a free fall, a melee. So it didn't matter how big your channel was. Big names would come by, argue with people, get into it with people. It was pretty off the hook, man. You know, didn't matter how big your channel was. You know, the back chat was a whole different dynamic in itself. You know, that's where a lot of shit got said, a lot of rumors got spreaded. So even people who had big channels, they would hear their name mentioned. The back chat had motherfucking street cred. If your name was mentioned in the back chat, there was some shit going on. And so whoever's name got mentioned back there, I don't care how big their channel was, they would come back there and address that shit. So you could be in the, you could. I remember one time Kristen Carolson came on one of those back chats because somebody said some slick shit about her. She showed up. Yeah, so that's the way it was. You say something about somebody in that back chat, they showing up. And it gets out, they showing up. The back chat was a whole different ball game, bro, back then. You know, and back then you didn't have to be a part of nobody's like hangouts to go into the back chat. That was the coolest thing about it. You didn't have to have a server, be a part of somebody's server. Nah, you just pick up the phone call and jump right into the conversation. You know, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You can get everybody on point. The shows was much better on Google Hangout, than it was anywhere else. Like I said, the back chat was a whole different dynamic, man. I mean, Cats was on that back chat. They'd be on that back chat long as they were doing anything. Cats used to go to sleep on the back chat and wake up in the morning on the back. There are some people that all they did was back chat. Some people was back chat addicted, and so for some people who had big channels, they would man their back chat phone 24 hours. Their back chat phone was always on. You know, like I said, rumors spread real quick, like wildfire. People hear about it. Trust me, they're not letting it go. They come into that back chat to clear their name. I don't care how big they are. They hear their name in that back chat. They coming to clear their name. They ain't know they not showing up. Okay, they showing up. So I heard something about them supposed to be bringing out the new thing with Google Hangouts. I don't know how true it is. I gotta look it up. But if there's any truth to that, if they come back with Google, it's going to be a new updated version because we're in 2022. If it comes back out, it's going to be updated. So that means it's going to be a better version of what it is. And I'm telling you right now, if it comes back, you can kiss StreamYard and Zoom goodbye. Ain't nobody going to be doing that no more. They're going to go right back to Hangouts. Yeah, Hangouts was the shit. I miss it too, man. Hmm. They do. They need to bring it back, man. Shit, a lot of these people today, they don't know Hangouts. They don't know what it was like. Trust me, y'all. It was smooth as fuck. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call it quits for the night for real this time. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all have spent nights on the back chat, right? A lot of people spent that. Y'all, a lot of people went to sleep in their beds on the back chat. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on out of here. Peace, power, and unity.